Hello? Yeah, who is it?
7 days.
Crap. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Beyond the Gray Media. This is Josh here, checking in on you out there in YouTube land. YouTube, how are you doing? Welcome in, have a seat. However you want to be, this is the place for you. Tonight, we are talking about a film, and I'm not going to lie to you, it's got some bad news at the end of it. Some things happen, you're not supposed to watch it. It says, watch if you dare, right on it. I've got quite the story with this film from 2002. Just got it in the mail. We're going to review Gore Verbinski's The Ring. I've got quite an experience with this. I've had quite a few experiences, but none like the first one. Grab a seat, make yourself comfortable. Let's check this thing out. Thanks for being here. In 2002, I witnessed something special. These were the dying days of VHS and a last gasp for the VCR and home video. I just graduated and I was full of piss and vinegar, moonlighting as a musician and slumming in a dead-end job certified by the Colonel at the good old K-Fry-C. Buckets of chicken, beers, booze, and broads was my baseline, but looking back on it, I never expected a thing from this little PG-13 film from director Gore Verbinski. A film that kills you 7 days after watching it? Whatever. It's PG-13, how bad can it possibly be? How good even? Well, I've never been happier to be wrong. I remember the night I first watched The Ring vividly. It's tattooed in my brain. In fact, one of my best friends to this day still will not watch it. He said watching me react to it scared him so bad, it scared him enough to not ever need to experience The Ring. No shit. So the story is pretty simple, but for me, terrifying. That fateful night in 2002, I rented The Ring from my local Hollywood video. I'm setting the scene here, but what's important for this retelling is what I purchased earlier. A mushied personal hell of an experience with the hopes to open your mind and enhance that experience, and trust me, I did just that. I've only had a few experiences this intense, the other one being In the Mouth of Madness. Everything I needed to get the job done was at hand. Take and bake pizza, the aforementioned VHS tape, half a gallon of orange juice, and the will to be weird. And boy oh boy, did I. For the first 25 to 30 minutes of The Ring, things were fine. Nothing too remarkable minus the scene where she says, "I saw her face." That made me lean back in my chair and jump off the couch and twist out of the way. What's happening here, I thought. Why is this film so blue? Is life blue like this all the time and you can only tell when you capture it on film? I was freaking myself out now. Nothing to see here, I thought. I'm fine. We're fine, everybody. We're fine. Can they hear me? As the film started to unroll more and more of its mystery, I started to notice the vibrations were getting stronger. The images on the tape were nasty. My signals must be crossed. I'm watching this tape. Is this bad? The rest of the watch party that was supposed to be with me in the living room, they all left, and so I had nothing but my own paranoid delusion thoughts, and they were murderous, and they were plotting. Into the deep water, I remember thinking. Why are wells so dangerous? At some point while watching The Ring, my best friends peered from around the kitchen wall to try to just get a glimpse of what was going on the TV. Nervous to come out and see, instead they just focused on me and my body movements and what is going on here. The end of this film, dude, I will never forget when Samara decides she's had enough of the games and she comes directly out of the TV. I tried to step backwards on the couch and I just fumbled backwards. I was like, what is going on? Where am I? Why in the living F is she doing that? I don't know if she actually spoke or she was just focusing on trying not to get electrocuted by the water. I'm like, it's coming out of my TV too. I was losing my mind, dude. I was tripping. Needless to say, I'm a big fan of The Ring, dude. Top 10 experience. It's funny how that story in my friend group is it's like a tall tale right now because people are like, the movie's coming out and like, yeah, I'm never watching that. I watched Josh watch that one night and try to like get eaten by his couch and get out of the room. Like that movie wigged me out so bad. I love it. I think it's super important for the horror genre, especially in 2002. What did we have that was important that year? We had May. We had Dog Soldiers. Some people really like 28 Days Later, but there was not a lot of good. We had Halloween Resurrection. There was nothing going on. And then The Ring comes out and it totally puts this glossed up, washed green, blue filter over the camera lens or whatever that's called. And then forever, for like 10 years, that's all anybody was doing with Platinum Dunes. They were taking the soundtrack, the kind of like the shape, the tone, the feel, the camera effects. That was just like the new horror trope based off The Ring. So, I mean, we don't have to get into Ring You. That is a great film. And I guess, the Ju-on, The Grudge came out that year too, because I remember watching that pretty soon after and being like, this is way more intense than The Ring. So pretty important, pretty awesome for the horror genre that we have movies like The Ring. And I thought this was going to be so cheesy. Naomi Watts, I love Brian Cox. He's the man. Brian Cox rips, dude, and everything he's done. But totally took me by surprise. Love this movie. Let's talk about this 4K really quick while I got you here. This right here is how 4K discs are supposed to look. For my physical media heads out there, if you've been curious about whether or not you should watch The Ring, or maybe you bought that giant Scream Factory box set, the little 3-pack or whatever they put out, and all you really wanted was The Ring because The Ring 2 sucks, and then you've got Rings. Horrible film. The Ring 2's got some moments. I'm not going to totally crap on it. This is how 4K should look. Props to you, Paramount, taking the time and taking the energy and just the love that they put into this scan. This looks incredible. I did nothing to it. Instead of like upping the sharpness, I just left it alone on I played with it after a little bit, went through the settings. Every single one of them looked phenomenal. It's not quite, something as reference quality as like maybe Bloodsport or, even Twister. Twister's has amazing sound. Twister's incredible, but this looks so good. And I was kind of down on Paramount after their whole Planes, Trains, and Automobiles fiasco, one of the best movies of all time. They jacked that up. They have totally redeemed themselves. Paramount is doing great work. This is exactly what you want for a 4K. Everything about it, dude. The smoothness, the detail on Naomi Watts' face when they get into the well, the lighting shots, all of that VHS curse tape it's beyond good. This is an awesome flick with an awesome transfer. Pick this. It was $21 on Amazon with the slip. That's a steal, dude. Folks, that's it. That's my review for The Ring. I know this is like a super vanilla pick, but I just got it in. It's 22 years old. I think it still holds up. It still makes me uneasy. It like created a new pathway in my brain, and I try to have fun with this review for as vanilla as this film is. It's a very safe review, but I had a great time. So that's that's the hell am I talking about? What am I even doing here? Where am I? Can they hear me? If you want to see more from me, please like, comment, subscribe, talk some mess down there, whatever you want to do, and then follow me on social media. I think I'm going to see either Horrifying 3 or Smile 2 tomorrow. Can't wait to check in. Take care of yourselves. Cheers.